a guy who's been doing this for a long time and continues to amaze at 37, and that young guy over there, and he just destroys everything defensively. It's just so hard to get an easy basket. And every time you think you're free, he just comes out of nowhere and blocks a shot or gets in the way. And that was an incredible basketball game. High level competition. I thought the Spurs defense was fantastic. They came out obviously after the other night when we were flowing and really moving the ball. They bottled us up pretty well, but really proud of our guys for sticking with it.
You having Paris flashbacks at the end there?
Yeah, actually I wasn't. Yeah, I mean, I still think about that photo of Steph, with Wemby running at him in Paris. I got to get that photo copied and put it in my house somewhere. But yeah, it's pretty remarkable watching Wemby play, just to see the versatility, the poise, everything he does to impact the game. He's a remarkable player.
Played Steph 36 minutes tonight, I think the entire third. You mentioned you guys were kind of getting bottled up. How much did it just feel like he was the offense?
Yeah. I mean, we ended up with 18 assists, and we were trying to move the ball. I thought the intentions were great, but they were, again, super physical, and Wemby was everywhere. We just couldn't really get our offense going, and felt like we were going to have to ride him a few extra minutes, and we didn't plan on playing him the whole third. I tried to take him out with about 2 minutes left, but there was no stoppage in play, and he played the last 8. But you can see the difference, in his rhythm, his conditioning, now after, being out for a week. And I think in some ways that helped his legs, but he needed a couple of games to get the conditioning and the rhythm back. But yeah, that was an incredible performance.
How important is it to see the response from this team, these back-to-back games after the loss in OKC against another great team like the Spurs?
Yeah, it's just a fantastic, 2 victories over a hell of a team on their home floor. Coming off that stretch where we were really struggling. So really proud of the team, and excited about where we are and where this is going as we look forward. But we're only halfway through the trip, so we got some tough games left.
Draymond's defense tonight on Sunday.
He did everything he possibly could. Draymond is always going to battle, and he's one of the great competitors I've ever been around. And obviously, he was getting pretty emotional out there. It was a battle, and he got the 5th foul, and we took him out, and then Al came in, did a really good job. Draymond came to me at the timeout at 3 minutes, and he said, "Hey, if that group's rolling, you want to stay with them, stay with them." And I felt that way, and I think I played Al, a couple more possessions, and then when they scored, it's like I have to get Draymond back in the game. And the way he closed it, beautiful assist to Steph on the out of bounds play, and then defensively just doing what he does, that was really impressive.
And Steve, when Draymond is like out of his mind and very emotional, is it better to talk to him or just leave him alone?
No, he can't hear me when he's like that. But I was kind of out of my mind too. I got a technical too, and we were both pretty emotional during that stretch, and the team really did a great job of kind of staying calm and poised, and Steph just completely took over. The whole second half. I mean, it was great in the first half too, but you could tell he was just feeling it, and amazing to watch him play.
Forced 20+ turnovers.
Yeah.
How significant was just the defensive effort as a collective?
Yeah, I mean, it feels different when Gary is playing like he has the last couple games, and we're giving him those minutes to pressure the ball, but also to contribute to the overall defense. He's a brilliant defender, and he obviously hit a couple of huge threes, but I think overall the defense has really stepped up the last couple of games, but the offense has helped the defense by taking better care of the ball and having better possessions. Even though we struggled to make shots tonight, I liked our possessions but they were so physical and we couldn't get past them. It felt like we had 7 or 8 possessions that went down to the last second of the shot clock, and we just couldn't do much with them other than and Steph and Jimmy. So we kept going to those two, obviously. But even then, it was really tough.
Step to the line, 6 seconds left, has to hit both. Is any part of you like nervous or wondering if he might make?
I'm nervous, but I'm not wondering if he's going to make them or not. I mean, it's obviously game on the line, and for him to step up there and knock him down, I think everybody expects it, but we shouldn't take that for granted. That's pressure time, and he just calmly stepped up and knocked him down, and we all expected that, but that's who he is.
Between the intensity and the adjustments, did these 2 games feel like a mini playoff series?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously they're a rising, young team, talented, well coached, and really defensive minded. I thought they came out with a really physical mindset tonight to take us out of our patterns and to try to put pressure on us. And they did it. They did a really good job of that. So it did feel like a playoff game, especially tonight. The other night, it was a little different. It was a little looser, a little freer. And tonight felt more like the physicality of the playoffs.
After Steph's go-ahead free throws, what were you expecting them to do on the final second?
Well, I thought they might go to Wembanyama, but Draymond with 6 seconds left, Draymond's physicality and his ability to get underneath Wemby, I understood why they went to Fox. I mean, he was having a great game, and there's enough time where he can attack and dribble. Moses and Gary executed the switch really well, and we forced a tough shot.
Odds, 10 points and 3 assists, 3 rebounds. This kind of the ideal Pods game, closing out the game in fourth quarter. This kind of what you did.
Yeah, these last 2 games he's been brilliant, and it's he's a little bit like Draymond in that what he does doesn't always end up reflected in the box score. I thought his 3 was maybe the shot of the game from the top of the key. It just kind of kept us right there. I think it cut it to 1, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, Steph hit everything, but BP's 3, Gary's 2 threes, guys stepping up to keep us in the game. But Brandon does so much out there. I thought he had another great game.
We are from Argentina. We came here from Argentina because SportsCenter is celebrating 25 years of Spanish in Latin America. So you played with him. He should be good for you as a coach now. Would you like to have a Manu Ginobili as a player in the Warriors? And if Manu plays,
would I like to have Manu Ginobili on my team? Oh my gosh, would I ever? Manu. I played with him my last year, and it was his rookie year, and it was amazing watching him play, but also just who he was as a teammate. He meant so much to the locker room, just the chemistry, the camaraderie, the joy that he played with, the connection he had with the fans. And there's not a coach alive who wouldn't want to have Manu Ginobili on his team. Just a brilliant, brilliant player.
should be nice. Yeah.
That'd be a hell of a backcourt. That'd be pretty nice. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys.
Here shortly.